Okay, I have here a Premier booster box, Premier Limited this is, and yeah, it came out I think in November, December of 1995, so that was 30 years ago, which is pretty hard to believe, if I'm remembering the dates right. But yeah, 30 years old. We're gonna open up the box, open up a couple packs. This is before they put on Decipher shrink wrap onto there, so it's just plain plastic wrap. Later on they had like branded shrink wrap. Shrink wrap looks kind of nice, has the Decipher logo on it. And yeah, so get this open. Don't think I ever bought Premier Limited when the game was in print. I got a lot of Premier Unlimited. And, you know, as the game moved on, the later sets became more powerful, but still, like, just the idea of having a black border Vader was kind of crazy to me. Eventually got a few. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have seen them move around quite a bit. Usually they're just kind of, well, once I get this up, I'll explain a bit more. But, yeah, usually I see them, you know, just kind of scattered to one side. That's kind of interesting how they rotated. Okay, we got, well, I'll open one of these two. That upside down one caught my eye, so let's go with the upside down one. Maybe I flipped it when we were looking earlier, I don't know. But, man, I gotta be as careful as I can. People buy the wrappers for display purposes, and Premier Limited is one that I don't really have a lot of, so I'll see here if I can make the pack look nice from the front. Putting them up in a display case looks nice. You fill them with your own cards, put them up on the wall, so you don't have to spend 4 figures on packs, sealed packs. Although a lot of people like the idea of having one of every sealed pack too, because in that way you can theoretically Schrödinger's pack have all the good cards in your possession at once. Alright, this one's not going to look great from the back, but that's okay. I want them to look good from the front. We're going to use scissors. Well, I don't usually do that. Premier is so brittle when you open it. Maybe it's not actually brittle, it just feels brittle because it's so thin compared to later sets. Okay. Alright, looks nice from the front. That's the whole point of the display wrappers. These are in nice shape. Well, except for this one. That's funny. The one in the middle is the one that's the most beat up, and sometimes that's a production thing. So, alright, there's the first 4 are going to be uncommons. So 2 light side uncommons, 2 dark side uncommons. Our rare is light side, so we'll put that all to the back. Okay. So we'll open this pack, maybe one more. This one, I mean, it's a Destiny 3, so not great used interrupt. It only costs 1 force, but I don't know. I mean, it seems pretty nice. I can't remember ever using it in Premiere, but, you know, you just drew a sight for Battle Destiny, and you only got to use 1 force to redraw it. Doesn't seem half bad. This one got an errata. It used to, well, I guess it was always, who knows what they meant to put, but yeah, this got a little bit broken. You spent 2 force to deploy it initially, if you're playing by the literal text here, and then you could peek at the top card of your reserve deck for 1 force, then move that to your force pile. So you could just do that infinitely if it was 2 to 1. They flipped it around, it became 1-2. So, fun card, allows you to cycle through your deck if you get a lot of force. Restraining Bolt, that's a lot of fun even today to play on C-3PO. TIE Fighter, love those. Not to play with, just I collect a swarm of them. I always have TIE Fighters as a as a sweetener on my wants list for trading. Do a lot of singles trading, so if you're interested in that, check out the description. I'll have a link there in the description to it. This one's a lot of fun to play on somebody who just played It Could Be Worse, and you can really blow them out if you have a big force pile. Like, you just force drain them, they play It Could Be Worse to reduce the drain by 2. Okay, we're back to those uncommons. An Ability 3, Destiny 3 card. Not bad. In the era of Premier. And, I don't know, just the idea of stealing your opponent's Rancor for free. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Oh, nice. One of the better uncommons to get. Central Core. For some reason I have a ton of this one, but not as many as the Hallway. I think they're the same level of rarity or uncommonness, but I'm actually not sure. Alright, our first hope is not for... well, it depends. Probably not for a red card, and then if it's not a red card, we probably don't want a green card because it's more likely to be a Seeker than it is Obi-Wan's lightsaber, but let's see here. It's a green card. Okay, it could be Han's Blaster, it could be Tarkin Seeker, Tag Seeker, or Obi-Wan's lightsaber. Oh my goodness. So we see a little bit of a sandstone table there. So this is Obi-Wan's lightsaber. Alright. And it counts as a main to me. So, yeah, we're going to stop there. Very hard to beat that in a Premier pack. There's lots of cool cards to pull in Premier, but just with the rarity system, the fact that this one is, you know, twice as rare as the Seekers, for example. Or twice as rare as each of the Seekers, I should say. That's very cool to get. So, brand new Obi-Wan's lightsaber. That is very cool. And, yeah, I would definitely call this pack a winner then. Got a really good uncommon, some fun commons, and then an excellent rare pull. So, bit of a bummer we only opened one pack. I know a lot of you, well, I know a lot of people want me to open the whole box, but yeah, if we're only going to open one, you might as well get Obi-Wan's lightsaber if you're opening Premier. And yeah, even out of the, I mean, still in great shape, but a little bit of edge white there, because that's going to happen when you have, when you get Premier. Lots of times just straight out of the pack, it's a little bit rough, but I don't know. For people who are really into condition, not a gradable copy. Still very nice, though, and a good pull. Thanks for watching. Hope you tune in for more videos.